Check, 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 check. Little less in my ears. Test, 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 test. That's great. Good. Ears on that. There we go. Good, good. Welcome to the field house at Hudson High School, where we are just 10 minutes away from the start of the boys basketball regional finals. It's DC Everest against the Hudson Raiders. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. Hudson comes in as a number 2 seed, 19-6. I'll tell you what, 6 losses is a lot for a number 2. Hudson is ranked the way they are because they're the Big Rivers Conference Championship, and they were dinged only once in conference play. Some of Hudson's losses came during their Christmas and New Year's trip over to Minneapolis, where they played a couple of really tough Minnesota schools and were hit with a couple of more defeats over there. Hudson is a great outside shooting team. The Evergreens also depended a lot on the 3 and their Mr. Basketball finalist Marcus Hall. The Evergreens are 18-7 and they're a number 7 seed. Both of these teams played last night. Hudson barely broke a sweat as they beat Wausau West 58-39. And meanwhile, the Evergreens were in kind of a bruising back and forth game where they finally got on top of Appleton East down the stretch at the free throw line and came away with a 46-41 win. Marcus Hall, I got to tell you, was pounded in that game. Like, he was drawing contact every trip up the floor and eventually helped to lead the Evergreens to victory. He was 12 for 12 from the free throw line with all of those foul shots coming down the stretch in the second half. I've always thought that it's a really tough turnaround to play on Friday and then have to lace them up again on Saturday. So which team responds to that best is going to have a big advantage tonight. And again, both of these teams like to shoot from behind the arc. And as you've seen, you get deeper into the season, sometimes the outside shooting is a sometimes thing. So the team that is on track with their outside game is going to have an advantage too. Basketball tonight is brought to you by Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roush with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals and Brian will tell you where and how to make them a reality. Call 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468. And we thank Whitetail Properties for being with us through the entire winter sports season, bringing you our full schedule of boys and girls basketball and hockey coverage here on Zaleski Sports. These teams played each other a year ago here at the Hudson Fieldhouse. Now, look, it's not best practice to compare games from a season ago to now, but there were several kids who were on the Everest roster who played in that game. That game was back and forth. Everest enjoyed small leads in the first half, and then just before halftime, Hudson went on a run, grabbed the lead, and then blew Everest out in what was a really bad second half for the Evergreens. Hudson simply dominated after halftime. So to the extent that there are some personnel on both of these teams from back then, if you've got that in the memory bank, the Evergreens know that, well, first of all, for a part of that game, they matched blow for blow with Hudson, but were not able to carry that all the way through to Final Horn. In just a moment, we'll go down to courtside. We'll meet our starting lineups and get today's game underway as we're in the pregame shoot-around, brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned cooperative offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services, loans to leases, crop insurance, tax, and records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Medford. Our Zaleski Sports microphones and cameras have traveled west. We are very well represented from Everest fans. Hudson's got a big crowd, too. And for those who are unable to make the trip, well, of course, first, come out and support the boys in person if you can. But if not, enjoy us right here. Our basketball game gets underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hudson's the home team, so they get the home game tonight, and they wear their white with blue trim. Evergreens were the traveling black with the green trim and the white numerals. Lots of playoff basketball around our various Zaleski sports channels. Who do you like in that Newman Catholic-Columbus Catholic game? We also have Pacelli hosting Port Edwards, Marathon and Stratford. Mosinee, which has a lot of height, taking on Shawano, and Waiawiga Fremont against Auburndale. Big postseason schedule. I see that the Hudson Glee Club will be giving us our national anthem. Evergreens line up across their respective foul line. Hudson's in front of their bench. Let's go down to courtside for the Star-Spangled Banner.
Requires good sportsmanship and education-based interscholastic events. We ask all in attendance to appreciate the efforts of both teams, the coaches, and the officials in a positive manner. They all play an important role in providing opportunities for all participants to compete in a healthy and safe environment.
Lastly, please be reminded that state law prohibits the use of alcohol and tobacco products in the area used by public schools. Would you all please rise in honor of America by removing your hats for the national anthem?
Very nice job from our student vocalists, maybe the best I've heard all season, and we've heard a lot of national anthems this late into the year. Let's meet the Evergreen starting lineups as we are moments away from opening tap. They'll start senior Connor McFarland, junior Colin Ebersol, who doesn't have a lot of height but was big on the boards a night ago. Sophomore Casey Studeman, sophomore Cohen Preby, and there's our Mr. Basketball finalist, Marcus Hall. You know, we were going through Marcus's regular season honors. He's Wisconsin Valley Conference Player of the Year and leading scorer for 2 years in a row, and we left something out. He's going to graduate as DC Everest all-time basketball leading scorer, Marcus Hall. Let's remember also that Marcus's time as a sophomore and junior, his playing time went up because his brother was injured. Colton Hall was a dandy for the Evergreens, who now is in his sophomore year of college. Peyton Lawrence introduced to the crowd. There's Ben Healy, both seniors. Tyler Lazard, sophomore. Gotta have quality to be a sophomore and play on this Hudson team as a starter. Ben Burkhoff and Russ Yeager. Basketball tonight, sponsored by Heartland Farms. No one knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst, now in Hancock. A fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes. Currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. The best in the potato business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Loser is out, winner advances and will be regional champion. Let's light this candle. We're underway, and Marcus Hall taps it back. Cohen Priebe, first possession for the Evergreens on the road. Hudson comes out, tight man-to-man. Studeman down low to Hall. One-on-one, let's see if Hall can bring it to the rim. Leans in, friendly roll just over the front lip at the rim, and Marcus Hall opens the scoring tonight. Hudson quickly into the front court. Again, the Evergreens will need to be tight in their man-to-man. Hudson can be deadly from the outside. There it is, 3-ball in the air, good. Peyton Lawrence. And again, the defense was maybe, half a step further away than you'd like them to be. Got to tighten that up tonight. This is McFarland, coach's kid from the corner. Back out to Ebersold. Studeman. Now everyone's gotten to touch for the Evergreen starting 5 on the second possession down the floor. Priebe, Studeman. Now Marcus Hall. Hall's taped on the left knee. That tape job was done during a timeout of the game last night, and it reappears taped up again tonight. Earlier in the season, Marcus was wearing a soft brace there, forced into a tight spot, turned over. Just not a lot of daylight to get the ball in there. On the overplay, driving, contact, charge, no basket. If anything, the Evergreens defense was over-adjusting to play the 3, and that allowed for the quick move to the rim. Ben Healy called for the charge. Evergreens get the ball back in a 1-point game. Just underway. Glad you're with us on Zaleski Sports. Studeman in traffic, back out. 3-ball, Marcus Hall short. Hall hit nothing from the outside last night. But you know, the good players have lots of tools that they can kill you with. Hall was 12 for 12 at the foul line. Studeman gets the clear out, gets his man up in the air. And we are re-wrapping Connor McFarland's ankle. That's the brief stoppage there. Boy, the shoulder fake can do you well in the big games. Get your defender up. You go up to the rim when they're down. Burkhoff gives it over to Lawrence. Lawrence hit the 3 earlier, which is Hudson's basket so far. Lassard now down low in traffic. Marcus Hall guarding. Not much to do inside for Ross Yeager. Misses at the rim. Offensive rebound. The Raiders fish it out of there, and we'll get another look at the rim. This is Peyton Lawrence. Ben Healy stripped. McFarland coming down the other end and lays it in. Please sit. Thank you. Hudson almost turned that over in the corner. Tracked down by Lassard. Thinking about that 3, but Priebe tightened up the defense. That's where you want to be. Three ball there with separation, and it's good. Ben Burkhoff. Ebersold up high. McFarland didn't quite have the separation. He's looking to shoot that 3 too. Again, Studeman gets his man up in the air, in the lane, spins to the rim, contested but misses. Offensive rebound, Ebersold. So the Evergreens will get to reset. Hall cut off on the baseline, calling an offensive foul. Well, Marcus Hall's just going to want to assess how this game is going to be officiated. I would agree that Hall had his elbow out and was kind of bracing the defender away. And, well, if that's going to be called, you just adjust your game that way and keep that in mind. This is a little bit too easy going to the rim. A bending shot that Tyler Lassard gets to go down. Hudson takes the lead back. Hall picks up the dribble, gives it over to Preby. You know, it is interesting when Hall brings the ball up the court for the Evergreens and kind of runs the offense. He's not really used as a point guard, but he's probably going to be playing guard. Misses at the rim. Hall gets his own rebound. Loose on the floor, gets it back. Spins, fouled. Free throws coming up. To complete the thought, when Hall graduates and goes off to college at UW Green Bay, Hall's probably undersized to be a forward. So Hall is going to be asked to play guard. He may even be in circumstances where he's the general on the floor. And he'll have some of that experience from the high school program here at DC Everest. So going back to last night, Hall has now hit 13 free throws in a row. Mr. Automatic. Line drive, right through. Evergreens and the Raiders are tied 8-8. Kind of had Healy soft there. Passes on the three. Hudson runs offense. Sam Swavely came in during the free throws. Swavely's a sophomore, driving to the rim, scoring Lazard. A lot of these Hudson players look quick off the dribble, so that'll be a defensive challenge for the Evergreens too. Got to play him tight to guard against the outside shot, and off the dribble, bang, they've been blowing past a couple of Evergreens. Maybe that's why they're a number 2 seed. Yeah, I mean, so far in the game, I mean, granted it's 10-8, so this game is early, and who knows how it goes. But it seems like the Evergreens are having to work harder in their offensive sets than Hudson is. And maybe that proves out over the night. Open for a three. Good. Preby, who had 9 on 3 makes from behind the arc last night. Lead change. Yeah, Healy, I think, was looking to pop there, and the pass was kind of a little bit lower than he expected, so he resets. Healy's got the ball now with Studeman on him. Driving into a double team, ball's loose and stolen. There was contact there and no whistle. McFarland pulls up his dribble. Ebersol was in the paint, goes out and gives up the ball. Evergreens will reset. Preby's got it now, hit on his last from downtown. Back out to Marcus Hall. McFarland in traffic. Here's Hall again, Lazard on him, 3, good! Marcus Hall. It's coming a little easier for Marcus Hall in the first half than it did last night. Hall's got 7 to lead all scorers. No timeout here. Hudson's comfortable to play through this. Rotating down low, Lazard. Got Ebersol on him. Lazard's taller inside. Ebersol fouled him. Free throws coming up. We're sponsored by Crystal Finishing. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business hiring for their Weston and Mosinee locations. Openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, and customer service. Join the Crystal Finishing team at crystalfinishing.com. Ebersol's first, team second. And Lazard makes his first free throw. Jackson Malice is in. Ben Burkhoff, one of the Hudson starters, will take a breather. Hudson's got a big student section, and you know what? The Everest student section is filled in too. Yeah, if this game stays close down the stretch, the atmosphere here is going to become even more fun than it is now. Evergreens break a little token pressure. McFarland cut off, bad pass. Back the other way, came in kind of strong, but Ben Healy gets it to go down. So the Evergreens' 4-point lead vanishes in 2 trips down the floor, and Hall is stripped, and Hall reached in. And Marcus Hall's just picked up his second foul. Hall played an extended period down the stretch last night with 4 fouls. His 4th foul came with 6 minutes left, and Hall did not foul out. Hall stays on the floor here. The Evergreens just gambling that a third foul won't come. That's tipped and that's turned over. Hall draws the double team, then goes back out. Hall separation, 3, short. And the rebound comes out. Hudson can take the lead quickly down the floor. That's a block. That's the right call. Even though the offensive player initiated the contact, there is no way that the Evergreen's defensive player, Connor McFarland, had his feet set. You know, a lot of times fans will look at that and they'll say, well, the offensive guy plowed into the defensive guy. But if the defensive guy doesn't have position, the foul's on him, and that's correctly officiated. Lassard's free throw is true. He's got 9 to lead all scorers. Hudson's back up by 3. Hudson's on a 7-0 run. Pass down low, Studeman bumped hard, no call. Goes back out. 3 ball here, that's blocked. Ben Healy on the block. Preby picks up the loose ball and scores. Hudson again, long outlet pass. This team is always in go mode. You gotta be back defensively. Lassard, leading scorers, got the ball. Ebersold comes out to guard it. Under 10 to go in the first half. Entertaining game so far. Wow, played Jackson Malice, who's in off the bench soft, and Malice passed on the open 3. Healy is cut off on the baseline. Studeman's got him, tries to muscle in. Tough shot. He was kind of behind the cylinder there, and the Evergreens save it. Hustle play for freshman Cade Felch. 3 ball, Preby straight on. Round and out. Rebound secured by Ben Healy, so it's a 1-look trip for the Evergreens. 9 to go in the first half. No timeout so far, so got to run the court a lot in this game. A lung-testing first half. Look at the drive in, losing the ball out of bounds over to the Evergreens. Hudson's 3rd turnover. Evergreens have also turned it over 3 times. Lassard, leading scorer, short break, comes right back in. So does Ross Yeager, one of the Hudson starters. And with the ball out of bounds, Hudson will set up full court pressure. Felch to inbound to Preby. So with Felch, Preby, and Ebersold on the floor, all will take the open shot from behind the arc. Hall sets a screen for Ebersold, but he is not able to get past the defender. Entry pass to Hall, double teamed, and he's bumped as the ball arrived. Be Hudson's 4th team foul. Ross Yeager, who just came in, called for it. To Hall in the lane, up, he scores and he's fouled. Evergreens retake the lead. That's a 4th lead change. And Marcus Hall's got a free throw coming. Jackson Malice called for it. Fundraise Local tells you it's playoff time. Every day is playoff season for child life and expressive therapies at Marshfield Children's Hospital. It's Child's Life Month. Fundraise Local would like to thank this team for all they do to support the community at Support the Marshfield Children's Hospital. FundraiseLocal.com. Shop local. Fundraise local. Be local. Evergreens back up by 2. As back and forth we go, this possession will bring us under 8 minutes in the first half. Peyton Lawrence, cut off by Ebersold, goes back out. Jackson Malice. Looking to drive in. LeBlanc, 3 ball from the corner. That's a tough shot, and down it goes. Ross Yeager. The 3 puts Hudson up by 1. Evergreens on the perimeter. Preby over to Felch. Felch, number 11, he's the kid with the baby face, hard to see, but Felch has been a reliable three-point shooter as a freshman, although he was 0 for 3 and a couple of turnovers last night. Hall goes cross-court. Give and go to Ebersol, couldn't find the handle. Evergreens possessed the ball for a long time, didn't get a look at the rim. Looking to drive in, yeah, that's a travel. Dragged that back foot. Late whistle, but it came. Ebersol will come out. McFarland comes back in for the Evergreens. No timeout so far. Come on, guys. How are we going to serve our Zaleski Sports sponsors in this game? No worries. That's what halftime is for. And you know, why not? This game has had kind of a fun flow to it. It's not like one team has been on such a run that they've gotten up on somebody else, and that's going to be, Felch is going to be, Hudson wanted to travel, but Felch dragged that back foot because he was bumped. Jackson LeBlanc, his first, team's 5th. Tried to get that ball to Marcus Hall. Hall just pointed up towards the ceiling, so put a little air under that. Hall is kind of fun to watch because he's got such a nice demeanor, and yet he'll kind of direct people to where he wants them to be and where he wants the ball to be. Hall here in the lane, bodied up, off the front rim, no good. That's out of bounds off the Evergreen. Studeman over to Hudson. Just a tightly played first half. Hudson's been up by 4, but it's been rare that one team's been up by more than one possession in this game. Lawrence cut off, back to Lassard. Lassard's been the stud so far tonight for Hudson. 3, arcing, no good off the back rim. Long rebound comes out to Preby of the Evergreens. Hall again, wow, set a screen for McFarland, didn't fire, and then throws it into the backcourt. Basketball sponsored by Camping World of Rothschild off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Service, repairs, and maintenance. Keep your next vacation getaway running smooth. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Visit Camping World at Rothschild. And we thank our friends at Camping World for joining us for this high school playoff game. We've been at 20-19 for a little while in this game. So both of the offenses have been getting their looks, just nothing's gone down, at least as of late. 5.5 to go till intermission. There's Lassard, Studeman on him. From the corner, 3, good. Hudson continues to fill it up from the outside. Sam Swabach, junior off the bench, hits his first shot. In traffic and traveling. So that's back-to-back turnovers for the Evergreens. Studeman. Colin Ebersol comes back in. McFarland out. As we hit the 5-minute mark in the first half. Almost thrown into the Everest bench. Saved there by Swabach, who hit his last shot. Lassard splits defenders to the rim. Yeah, he's fast. Now has 11 points. The 6-point lead is the largest of the game. Marcus Hall on the switch-off gave back to Felch. I guess what the freshman needs to realize, and again, when he got the ball first time, he had a little bit of separation. He's in there to shoot the 3, and when he's got it, let it fly. Traveled again. 3 turnovers in a row, so this is a good time for a timeout. Hudson has the ball and a 6-point lead when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
The crowd does the cha-cha slide here. If I was invited to someone's wedding, I'd be knocking over grandmothers and what have you when we do this. Kind of an important set for the Evergreens. They need a defensive stop. They've gone cold. Hudson's taken advantage of a couple of turnovers, and with 4 minutes left, if you don't get right, you could have a big hole at halftime. Lassard is double-teamed, forces it up, and gets it to go anyway. Tyler Lazard, he's a sophomore, and he's an Everest killer right now. Ahead to Preby to the corner. Felch, 3-ball, good! There's what the freshman's in for. Evergreens needed that, and they got it. Back within 5. Can you get a defensive stop? A little soft, allowed that drive in, then Hudson goes back out and resets. Yeah, the other thing, too, is just the Raiders look like a comfortable team. They know what their offensive sets are like. Cool customers, for sure. Long 3, round and out. It's a step back for Burkhoff. And we got a foul on the Evergreens battling for the loose ball. And Marcus Hall's been in for a long time with 2 fouls. The third has not come. This one's on Colin Ebersold, his second. Team fouls are 5 apiece, so nobody's in the bonus. Lassard was awarded 2 fouls on the putback attempt. Evergreens want some more height, so in comes senior Arlen Sangster, and out comes Colin Ebersold. We're sponsored by Stewart Optical. Check out Stewart Optical at Union Station, Wausau for your eye care and eyewear needs. Second free throw is good. Stewart Optical's open 5 days a week with monthly specials and instant savings on contact lenses. Most insurance plans accepted. Schedule your exam today at Stewart Optical. Another turnover for the Evergreens. Lassard got his man up in the air, blows right by him, and Lassard scores. Now it's an 8-point hole, and the Evergreens have no one to blame but themselves. They've not been careful with the ball. 3 minutes to go till halftime. Felch now over to Studeman, to Marcus Hall down low, he scores. Lassard passed down low, got his man under the cylinder, so a baseline 3, round and out. Almost down for Burkhoff. Felch grabbed the loose ball. Hall to the front court, 3 of his own, other end, good! Marcus Hall! So what was an 8-point lead a moment ago, Evergreens hit a 2 and then a 3 and are back within 3. Back, open 3, Hudson answers. Sam Schwabach. 2 minutes to go in the first half. So the Evergreens look like they've weathered the storm and that this game is going to be decided in half number 2. Off the screen, Preby rounded out. Boy, Preby more often than not hits that shot. Lassard Again, number 11, Lassard, leading scorer right now, and he's only a sophomore. What's he going to be like when he's a senior? Driving in is Peyton Lawrence. Everest defense has had trouble getting stops in the later stages of the first half. So that's a halftime adjustment. Hall pops the three on the quick trigger, around and out. Ben Burkhoff with the rebound for the Raiders. Raiders can go up by 10 with points here, or more with a three. And 1 minute till halftime. Hall guarding closely. Can't pick up a third foul here, so Hall had to play a little bit soft, and Burkhoff gets to the rim and scores. Goes out, Preby. Evergreens look like they're running regular offense. Not sure they're pulling this all the way out for one with 30 seconds left on our game clock. Studeman turned over. Driving in, well, that's poor defense. Nobody picked up Ben Healy, and Healy's making a beeline to the basket. The good teams make you pay for your mistakes. Hudson's got a lot of points off of turnovers. Down to 10. Hall, Preby sets the high screen. Hall drives in, he's bumped, runner good, and that's where the half will end. So it was Hudson that owned the late stages of the first half, and the Evergreens sure helped them out by turning the ball over a lot. Halftime and Hudson's up by 10. It's 39-29. Basketball coverage tonight's brought to you by Fleet Farm. Head to Fleet Farm, get big savings on Milwaukee tools. Check out their selection of tool kits, tool storage options, and save up to $200. Everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. It is halftime from Hudson. Raiders lead the Evergreens by 10 on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Welcome back to Hudson. We're at halftime. I'm Chris Conley, and the Evergreens will have 10 points to find in the second half. Hudson will get the ball when the second half begins. Let's give you a look at our team stats for the first half. You know, if there's one stat that looms large, the Evergreens turned the ball over 9 times. Hudson turned it over only 4, and that really is a difference because the Evergreens were turning the ball over late in the first half when Hudson built the double-digit lead. The Raiders have led by as many as 12. Hudson hit 5 threes, and they're 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They're led by Tyler Lazard with 16. Marcus Hall took over a high score for the first half with 17 when he hit that late three. The Evergreens are 3 for 3 from the foul line, and all of the free throws came from Marcus Hall. The Evergreens hit 4 threes in the first half. 39-29. Let's take a quick break, and we'll go over our first half individual scoring when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
When your son or daughter is on a sports team, then you know fundraising can be a pain. Fundraise Local is your solution. It's a business right here in central Wisconsin that can help your school, club, or city organization raise money for your programs using our local businesses. Fundraise Local is simple, fun, and great for our community with no door-to-door selling or piles of products sitting around your house. If you have an organization that needs a fresh, new way to fundraise, or if you're a business who would be willing to help your local sports team, learn more at fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local.
Halftime at Hudson. I'm Chris Conley. Regional finals on Zaleski Sports, and the Raiders lead the Evergreens 39-29. Individual scoring, Tyler Lazard, the sophomore, has been a monster for the Raiders, 16. Sam Schwalbach hit 2 threes off the bench. He has 6, 5 apiece for Ben Burkhoff and for Peyton Lawrence. Ben Healy's got 4, and Ross Yeager, starter, junior, hit a 3. He has 3 points. Evergreens led by Marcus Hall, 17. Cohen Preby has 3. Cade Felch with 2. Connor McFarland 2. And Casey Studeman has 2. Tell you what, since there were very few timeouts in the first half, and we have some sponsors to service, we'll take another break, and then we have other teams that are in action. We'll give you the scores that we have. The winner of this game is off until Thursday. They'll play the winner of the Neenah Appleton West game, and whoever wins, I'm sure, would appreciate the 4 days off after having to go back-to-back last night and tonight. So other regional final games are coming to halftime, and we'll pass those scores on to you when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Did you know you can start your 4-year degree locally and get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams, saving you money, and giving you a well-rounded academic and social experience with student housing, clubs, sports, and leadership opportunities. With NTC's liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison, North Central Technical College. Transferability made easy.
Halftime in Hudson. Home team leads 39-29, and we're sponsored by Fundraise Local. Every team needs to fundraise. Keep it local with Fundraise Local. Learn how your organization can raise money while keeping that money right here in our community. Visit fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local. Division 2, Mosinee. Mosinee's been a little inconsistent this year, but they've got height, which always serves you well. They lead Shawano 37-26 at halftime. Division 4, who do you like in the Stratford Marathon game? They're tied 26 apiece at halftime. Auburndale leads WIAA at halftime in the other half of that bracket, 27-17. Division 5, number 1 Newman is in a tight one with Columbus, 35-32, and Stevens Point Pacelli, a number 2 seed, up on Port Edwards, 26-19. Our second half will get underway in 1 minute on Zaleski Sports.
Seamless, without holes, faults, or interruption. The shape of transformation. Seamless unites experience with insight. Seamless is CLA. Putting seamless into practice to help you reach unsummited heights. CLA, the seamless experience.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Welcome back. The Evergreens' comeback possibilities rest on whether they can clean up the turnovers. Hudson's got a lot of points in transition and a lot of points off of Everest mistakes. And I was doing the game last night, Everest and Appleton East. Appleton East doesn't get a lot of media coverage, but of course some of their fans found our Zaleski Sports stream, and one of the comments on our channel says, "Dude, you want Everest to win so bad." Well, I do most of the Everest games, and over here, it's probably an all-Everest audience that's joining us. Hudson has their own in-house streaming service. So what? We can be a homer down the stretch of this one, right? Hudson will inbound, and our second half is underway. Ebersol kind of flashed out to try and knock that ball away. It's Lassard, who's been all everything. Down low, knocked away by Marcus Hall. And they're going to say that's off the Hudson player. Evergreens will get the ball. Thought that may have been off of Marcus Hall, but you know, I'm a million miles away, and the official's right there. He got it right. Full court pressure, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Everest. Very nice to see so many Everest parents and fans and students who made the trip over. It's kind of a long drive. And the Evergreens, another turnover. So that's how the second half begins, kind of where the first half left off. Back out, step back three, round and out. Hall gets the rebound off the Burkhoff miss. Hall way out between the circles, surveys. Creeby. And now McFarland. Hudson student section stands to cheer the defense on. Hall bumped, gives it back. Ebersol. Tight defense and not much for the Evergreens. Hall's got Lassard flashing out on him. That's best on best. Hall can't believe there wasn't a foul there as he was stripped, kind of put both of his hands out like no whistle. And the Evergreens open up the second half with two more turnovers at the rim, missing. Rebound to McFarland as Healy couldn't get it to go down, contested from close range. 90 seconds in, no points in half number two yet. Studeman. Hall sets the screen. McFarland cut off, back out. Ebersol, three, short. Gathered in by Ben Healy. along the baseline, driving in, Peyton Lawrence. Yeah, we've seen that a little bit tonight, that some of these Hudson players are just faster on their moves to the basket than the Evergreens defenders. That's why they're good. Marcus Hall backs it out. We're sponsored by Sutton Transport in Weston, your local family-owned trucking company, specializing in next-day LTL delivery and national volume LTL services. 3 ball goes down. Didn't see who that was. That Marcus Hall? We're not sure. We'll sort it out. No problem. Lassard, an answer? No. Hits the back of the rigging and goes over. Yeah, Marcus Hall's now up to 20 points for the night.
In between the slots. Keep it middle. Keep it middle.
Preby across the timeline. Hall gets it back. Extra pass, and Ebersol, who has no height inside, is rejected. Ross Yeager swatted that out of there. Yeager's got a couple of inches and a bigger vertical. Driving to the rim, lot of contact, basket's good. Lassard, who now has 18. And a foul in the backcourt. Ben Healy. It's his second, team's first. Again, our friends at Sutton Transport sponsor all weekend. Say rest assured of getting your freight to its destination safely and timely. Sutton Transport in Weston is fueled by 40 years of great service with a personal touch. Trap there, the Evergreens take a timeout. Connor McFarland double teamed, and the Evergreens want to save the possession. Hudson by 11 after leading by 10 at halftime. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Mall Furniture has every type of chair you can think of. Lazy Boy, Best Swivel, Queen Anne, Marshfield, all types of lift chairs. We have it all. All are ready to pick up and take home today. Mall Furniture sells locally made products and is proud to serve Central Wisconsin. We've been family owned and operated for over 45 years and looking forward to many more. Have a look at us online at mallfurniturewi.com.
Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
In 14 minutes and 19 seconds, somebody's season will come to an end. Evergreens have the ball out of the timeout. We are brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. Find your next career path with a phone call to Express Employment Professionals, Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself time, find your next employer online at expresspros.com. Putting Marcus Hall down low now in this set, and they're asking Preby to run the offense. Picked up his dribble. Now Hall. Hudson switches to a zone during that timeout. Evergreens find the seam. McFarland, that's how you beat it. Set someone up right at the foul line, extended, and find that seam, and the Evergreens did. See if Hudson stays with that or switches back to their tight man-to-man. Hudson's got 2 new players coming in during the timeout. Soft 3. Wow, you can't leave the shooter that open. Bounced on the front, bounced on the back, and didn't go down before Ebersol got the rebound. This is McFarland, hit from that spot before, and that one's round and out. That was a contested shot. Ben Healy gets the board for the Raiders. Over to Lassard, Marcus Hall on him and fought through that screen. Yeah, faster on the dribble. Studeman fouled him and it counts. Ross Yeager, and 1.
Good work, Hayes. Good work.
Foul is not on Studeman. McFarland was part of the double team. He'll pick up his second. A miss. Studeman gets the rebound. Yeah, that zone was short-lived. Hudson's back to man-to-man. Marcus Hall, double team, extra pass down low. There's the assist, but a miss at the rim. Fed to Colin Ebersol, no finish. Raiders led by 12 in the first half, up by 11 now. So 6 minutes into half number 2, the Evergreens have made no progress cutting into this lead. Lassard bumped and passes off to the corner. Lassard's got Studeman on him. Healy, baseline, cut off. Did he travel? Yeah, he did. It is only Hudson's 6th turnover. Evergreens are looking for some different combinations. Zachary Jones, sophomore, comes in. Colin Ebersol comes out. Full court pressure to Marcus Hall. Ahead to Jones, kind of daring him to shoot, and he dares not, coming in off the bench. Preby drives in, misses at the rim again. Contested, Ben Healy got him to change his shot, so that's good defense by the Raiders. Down low, Burkhoff scores. He now has 7. And this 13-point lead is Hudson's largest of the game. This is McFarland among the bigs, goes back out to Marcus Hall. To Marcus Hall down low, he is fouled. Someone got a hand in there and bumped Marcus as the ball was arriving. Foundation Finance says now's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012 with full-time and part-time positions. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and benefits that start from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Foul was on Sam Swavely. And they judged that Marcus Hall was in the act of shooting. That may be a break, and the Evergreens will need more of them as we come down the stretch of this one. Hall hits both of his free throws, 5 for 5 from the night, 22 points in the game. Under 11 to go in this ball game, Raiders by 11. Zachary Jones provides the defense on LeBlanc, double teamed, and kind of a foul. Non-shooting. Reach-in called on the Evergreens defensive double team. And it's on Zachary Jones. Only the team's second. Inbounds off the 3 and a miss. That's going to be an over the back on Ben Healy. Healy is a Hudson starter. He's got only 4 points, but he's just picked up his 3rd foul. And Hudson Lassard, who got a short break on the bench, comes back in. But they're keeping Healy on the floor. No, Healy will exit here with the 3 fouls. And Lassard immediately matches up with Marcus Hall. And Lassard's riding him up the floor, gets it into the front court. Studeman, back to Hall. Zachary Jones gives it over to Preby. Hall sets a screen for Preby. Off the screen, 3, off the front rim. No good for McFarland. 10 minutes to go. Lassard, pass down low, basket, 2 free throws. No, a miss and 2 free throws. Jackson Malice goes to the free throw line. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. McFarland has picked up his third. It's the team's third. And Jackson Malice gets into the scorer's column by rolling the first one in. One more coming. Rubs the lucky rabbit's foot and gets the friendly roll on that one. Hudson has just keep the comeback door locked so far this second half. Hall along the baseline. Jones getting extended playing time in the second half. Studeman in traffic stop. Tried to feed Jones underneath, and it's a turnover. Taken away by Burkhoff to Lazard. Over to Sam Swavely. Down low, double team, gonna have a foul on Zachary Jones. Jones came over to double team on the baseline and bumped him. Non-shooting. Jones second, team's fourth. Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Find an agent near you at mutualofwausau.com. Priebe and McFarland are out. Cade Felch comes in, and Ebersol back in for the Evergreens. Lassard, pass down low, gets the ball back, and scoring is Sam LeBlanc. Boy, the Evergreens really needed to gather that in. Hudson soon is going to try and extend their possessions when they have the ball back and take time off. Evergreens have only 5 points in the second half. Down low, Jones misses. Tipped around, Studeman couldn't get it, but Burkhoff does. Yeah, Hudson by 15. Hudson has the luxury of looking for what they want. Tight man-to-man, forced shot. Hudson doesn't need that. Malice gets his miss and gets it to go. Evergreens need a timeout. Dangerous spot here. Hudson is widening its lead, and there's 8:12 left in the Evergreen season. Why don't we take a break here on Zaleski Sports? No, we'll keep it here. That's fine. We'll keep it here. You know, the Evergreens have cleaned up their turnovers. Only 3 more turnovers in the second half, so that's good. But, I mean, Hudson has just been a high percentage team at running their offense. The Evergreens haven't gotten a lot to go down. Said just a moment ago, Everest has only 5 points in the second half. They all belong to Marcus Hall. So the Evergreens are kind of Marcus dependent here. We are sponsored by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water. Their website is culliganh2o.com. Auto Select in Weston is located on Schofield Avenue with dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue, Weston. With 8:12 left in the game, I mean, there are still comeback possibilities. But this second half has not been moving in the right direction for Everest. Everest has the ball out of the timeout. Jaden Zoch comes in for Everest, and Cade Felch too. So wow, Felch, Jones, and Zoch, 3 non-starters on the floor at this time. Hall is stripped, and he will get to the free throw line. And the Evergreens are going to need a little of that mojo, too. Opportunities to score with the clock stopped at exactly 8 minutes to go in this one. Hall's 23rd point tonight. Make it 24. And if this is the final 8 minutes of Marcus Hall's high school career, just enjoy the time he has left in this senior year. I have never understood why parents just won't pay for the child care instead of letting them run wild up here. So now he's doing the worm. My goodness. That was a little too easy. Jackson Malice has come alive in the second half. 6 points. Jones for the Evergreens. Yeah, Marcus Hall, an incredible career. Ebersold's three is short, missed everything, into the arms of Ben Healy. Since we haven't seen any of the other finalists, I mean, it's hard to assess Marcus Hall and whether he's Mr. Basketball or not. But Marcus Hall is back-to-back seasons, junior and senior year, leading conference scorer, conference player of the year. Feeds his other teammates. He's the assist leader in the Wisconsin Valley Conference and has the Evergreens' all-time leading scorer mark. Foul there was on Zoch. Team's fifth, and Hudson will inbound underneath. Again, the clock is soon going to make it feel like 6 on 5. Spinning, tough shot, and Peyton Lawrence gets it to go. That was forced, but still points for Hudson. And the Evergreens find themselves down by 19. Here's Marcus Hall, back out, three, short. And you know, two in the second half, nothing's going down for the Evergreens. Preby normally hits that shot. Instead, clang off the front rim. Along the baseline, turned over. In front of the Hudson bench. They thought that maybe that went off one of the Everest defenders, but not a big protest when the lead has grown to 19. Hudson beat Wausau West last night by 19. And should the Evergreens go out, I mean, we've talked about the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Some of the other conferences, Big Rivers here, which Hudson comes from, or some of the Fox Valley Association teams, those other conferences have been stronger top to bottom than the Wisconsin Valley Conference. And the Evergreens right now, we know their last Valley Conference team playing, and it's looking more and more like they're going to go out tonight. Marshfield lost to Appleton North, and Marshfield was the best team in the league. Wausau West and Spash were both losers last night. Evergreens got by Appleton East, but then run into Hudson. Baby two for the senior, Connor McFarland. Healy pulling backwards, round and out. Zosh gets the rebound for the Evergreens, out to Marcus Hall. Hall had that knock that's tipped. Wow, Hall got rolled up on his knee, and Marcus Hall is hurt. Battling for a loose ball. Oh my. Hall was fouled. And it looks like he's a little gimpy on that right side, but it's the left side that's taped. Tyler Lazard will come out. They're going to take a 30-second timeout. Why don't we take one of our 30-second breaks too? Back in a moment as we come down the stretch of this one. The Evergreens trail by 17 on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Getting late in the game and maybe getting late in the season for the Evergreens. I'm Chris Conley. Hudson's up 57-40. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Edgar, Medford, and Merrill, and online, nicoletbank.com. We thank our game day sponsors with us all season, Era Pancakes. On a day like this, you got to push carbs. A big breakfast helps. Era Pancakes at Rib Mountain. Merrill Iron and Steel and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. Freebie is back in. Over to Studeman, the two sophomores. Lots of good basketball ahead of them. McFarland spins past the double team and picks up his dribble. Studeman down low, got 1, 2, 3 players around him, back out. Need this three, and it's short. Nothing's gone down from behind the arc for the Evergreens in the second half. And under 5 minutes now. Hudson advances to play either Neenah or Appleton West. Neenah's the higher seed. Neenah's got a great basketball tradition for their boys program. That'd be an interesting matchup. Teams from other sides of the state, both quality programs, but both probably don't know all that much about each other. That would be next Thursday. Cade Felch bumps in and commits the foul. Team's sixth. Marcus Hall was out for just a moment, comes back in. Trouble getting it in, double team. Felch trying to reach in from behind. Ben Healy still's got the handle. Right, the clock is friendly for the Raiders here. And the Evergreens with the tight man-to-man defense have to try and generate turnovers. At the rim, rolled around and out for Jackson LeBlanc. Evergreens will get the ball. Stone Innovations has their winter blitz sale. With the purchase of a new countertop, get free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off the tile backsplash and labor. Discounts on flooring too at the winter blitz sale at Stone Innovations. Ben Healy has just picked up his fourth foul. Again, when you're sitting on the double-digit lead down the stretch, the personnel decisions come easier despite the foul trouble. Studeman has traveled in the lane. Tyler Lazard, who has only 2 points in the second half, comes back in for Hudson. But the Evergreens didn't have a lot of answers for him in the first half. Lazard right now sits on 18 points. More importantly, his team appears to be sitting on a victory. So it'll be a quiet bus ride home for the Evergreens as we go to the 3.5-minute mark. Senior Arlen Sangster will get to come back into the game. Driving, missing at the rim is LeBlanc. Got a foul on Hudson. Casey Studeman, the sophomore, goes out, and Arlen Sangster, senior, is going to end his high school basketball career on the court, it looks like. Yeah, the three DC Everest seniors who will conclude their high school basketball career tonight are Connor McFarland, Arlen Sangster, and Marcus Hall, the Evergreen's all-time leading boys basketball scorer. Down low to Sangster, pass was at his feet. Arlen gets it back, goes out. Hall, 3, off the back rim. Hall gets his own rebound, offensive foul. Hall's third. Evergreens take a timeout. We'll take a break too and come back with what appears to be the conclusion of the Evergreens high school basketball season. Hudson by 17, 2:49 left on Zaleski Sports.
Now more than ever, it's crucial for your business to be able to ship your products safely and efficiently, both near and far. Purple Mountain Solutions is your local specialist for logistics and supply chain management in both public and private sectors. Bringing years of leadership, excellent attention to detail, and a dedication to the job at hand is what keeps Purple Mountain Solutions the leader in transportation, logistics, supply chain management, and warehousing. Get your products right where they need to be and put your trust in a business you can trust. Purple Mountain Solutions.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
There was a time about 3,000 plays ago that I actually liked Sweet Caroline. Evergreens put on full court pressure, so the Evergreens, the white flag is not up. They're looking for turnovers, and Hudson, trouble getting it in, takes a timeout. I guess what I like about Hudson, perhaps to take another, and again, Hudson's going to be the higher seed when they play again Thursday, either Appleton West or Neenah. Hudson just seems to have a high basketball IQ as a team. All of their offensive sets look crisp. Hudson's got an interesting mix of players that can drive and take it to the rim and players that are reliable from the outside. And we've certainly seen a lot of both here in this game. This was close until the final 4 minutes of the first half, when suddenly the turnovers were up for the Evergreens. And Hudson just, it seemed like every Everest turnover led to points down at the other end. And you know, sometimes it's just a small segment of the larger game that tells the tale, and that's what happened to the Evergreens tonight. Pass all the way down the court to Healy. Healy gives up to his teammate, and Ross Yeager gets his 6th and 7th points tonight. And for the Everest seniors, when the clock gets down to all zeros, you know, they always say the same thing year after year. It went by so quickly. We have lots of good memories of Marcus Hall, who's had a big night tonight, granted in defeat. I think that senior Arlen Sangster has had a lot of fun playing basketball, gets along with his teammates. Arlen Sangster's real game is football. One of the best defensive football players that we've seen in a long time. Then Healy drives in. And Arlen's going to be playing at the college level. So the lead is now up to 21 with 2 minutes to go. And Connor McFarland, who's going to also be on the floor here, feeds Arlen Sangster. There's Arlen's basket. Connor McFarland's been a nice mix of outside scoring and being able to drive. McFarland's played basketball forever. His dad coaches. Reach in and a foul. I don't think the Evergreens are going to be on a parade to the foul line, but one by one, the Everest seniors are going to come out. And there is Connor McFarland exiting the floor for the final time. Congratulations to Connor McFarland. 6 points tonight. Hudson will put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new players. Hudson knows that they have what they need tonight. Arlen Sangster has been taken out of the game. Congratulations, Arlen, member of the DC Everest class of 2023. His basketball career comes to an end tonight. he gets both of his free throws. He's the last of the Hudson starters still in the game. Jack Crow will come in, and out goes Marcus Hall. Marcus Hall leaving for the final time. DC Everest's all-time leading scorer. We'll see his high school basketball career come to an end. We will not see someone the likes of him for a while in the Everest basketball program. Marcus Hall showed his quality as a sophomore and then leading scorer for the team and in conference in his junior and senior years. Jack Crow, who scored on the drive. And Marcus Hall, if you get to know him too, just the easiest customer, a really nice, calm personality. The intensity's on the court, but afterwards, a friend to all of his teammates. And to a man, the guys will say they loved playing with Marcus Hall. Unselfish. Again, the assist leader, so he made a lot of his teammates look good over the course of the year. Down to our final minute. Evergreens will finish 18-8, tied for second place in the Valley Conference, and 1-1 in postseason play. A win over Appleton East last night, and a season-ending loss to Hudson. Got a trip along the baseline. Jaden Zoch. Into the bonus. Chase Pavlovic will come in for the Evergreens. And out goes Cohen Prevey. Xavier Edwards will also come in for the Evergreens. Cade Felch will come out. You know, I know it's hard when your season comes to an end now to look ahead to next year. But the Evergreens have had a lot of sophomores who saw a lot of playing time. And sometimes there's just a lot of growth between sophomore and junior and then senior year. I think the Evergreens are going to be competitive a year from now. Granted, they'll have to do it without Marcus Hall, but there's still a lot of quality in the Everest roster. 1 of 2 for senior Darren Chuckle in the closing stages.
Yeah, you got a timeout for them. Yep, that's recorded.
Post-game coverage to follow as Hudson will get their 20th win tonight. Chase Pavlovic gives it over to Jack Crow. Again, there are no starters on the floor right now for either team as we come down to the final 10 minutes of the DC Everest basketball season. 3 ball here for Pavlovic. That was partially blocked, and that's going to do it. Congratulations to the Hudson Raiders. They are regional champions, and the DC Everest basketball season comes to a close. 64-44, and for a final time, we congratulate the 3 DC Everest seniors playing their final basketball game tonight. Connor McFarland, Arlen Sangster, and Marcus Hall. Post-game coverage to follow. Be down at courtside too. All of our Everest fans, thank you for being a part of our broadcast on Zaleski Sports all season long. This was a fun team to watch. Off-ramped by Hudson tonight. 64-44 is the final score. I'm Chris Conley, and thanks for being with us for the play-by-play coverage. The Nasonville Dairy post-game show is next. Nasonville Dairy has fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy. Marshfield, Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Already done.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
That'll be great. Post-game coverage from Hudson, where the Raiders beat the Evergreen 64-44. I'm Chris Conley. We're joined by Everest coach Oliver Drake. You know, sometimes it's just a couple of minutes within a game where you pay a big price. Turnovers were up down the stretch of the first half, and the team just had a hard time digging out of that hole. It was only, a 3 or 4 minute stretch of the game, but you paid a heavy price for it.
Yeah, I mean, this time of year, all mistakes are magnified, and live ball turnovers, you're exactly right. Like, it's hard to defend a live ball turnover because, they get an advantage and they get running up the floor. So I thought that stretch we just didn't value the ball like we're capable of valuing the ball. And we'll go back and watch the film, but I'm guessing, that stretch wasn't good for us.
It's hard to put an entire season in perspective when the season comes to an end tonight. But I thought in many ways this was a fun team. This was a good season for Everest basketball overall.
Oh, our group won 11 games last year, so, to flip that to 18, obviously we wish we would have had more time, but I think more than the wins and stuff is the quality kid we have in that locker room and the way they care about each other, the way they carry themselves behind the scenes, and it was a really, really fun team to be around, and I'm just so thankful that I got the opportunity to work with them.
Let's talk a little about the 3 graduating seniors. I've always thought that Connor McFarland was a really smart basketball player. That's for being a coach's son, but Connor will tell you, I've been playing basketball for forever, and that he makes a nice contribution to the program.
Oh, absolutely. You're exactly right. You can tell he's been around the game. He's a phenomenal passer. I mean, Connor was so unselfish all year, setting his teammates up, pass first, not worrying about his shot. Sneaky defensively, gets his hands in on a lot of passes and, steps in and tries to take charges for us. And he did a lot of dirty work, a lot of stuff where he made others look better and really served his teammates well.
Senior Arlen Sangster, he's a football player who came out for basketball, and that's great. I told him at the football banquet that I thought he was the best defensive player that I had seen all season. So he's a stud there and is going to go on and play in college. But Arlen always looks like he was happy playing around basketball, and when he did play, he made contributions.
Absolutely. Arlen is, again, all these guys are awesome people, but Arlen he is phenomenal. Like, he's a guy you root for through and through, and Arlen picked up the game late. Arlen, this isn't a guy that's been playing basketball his whole life. So to see what he's been able to do for us and to see the contributions he made and how much better he got throughout the season and just what kind of teammate he is. And Arlen had a really, really nice year for us. We wish we had more time with him.
Coach, years from now, someone's going to look at the Everest record books and they're going to see Marcus Hall there at the top of the scoring list in the Everest program, and they'll say, who was this guy? Tell us something about Marcus Hall.
Well, I don't know where you begin with him. I'm just, he's this kind of guys don't come around very often. And the thing about Marcus that people, they see game night stuff, but the way he coached his teammates behind the scenes, the way he empowered them, the way he was always pouring into other people. It's when you're a really good player, it's really easy to get caught up in your deal. And Marcus was never caught up in his deal. He was all about the team, all about helping the teammates. He goes and speaks to the younger levels all the time. He's just he's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of guy, and we were really, really fortunate to have him in our program.
After the game last night, this is a moment that after our broadcast had ended, a lot of the younger youth basketball program, the players just come around Marcus, and he's got time for him. He gave them high fives. He was fist-bumping some of the kids. Marcus was the conference leader in assists. So, of course, every teammate likes that. Here's a guy who's got talent but is making me better, too. And when you watch him play, you don't know a lot about Marcus the person, and he's got a really easy personality that makes him really easy to like.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's a pretty popular guy, and for all the right reasons. And you hit it right on that. The way those young kids look at him. It's just that speaks volumes. The way they watch him and look at him, and what a great example he set for our program and for the young kids coming up through the ranks.
This may be a little hard to assess now as this season comes to an end, but there are a lot of underclassmen who played a lot of minutes during this season and, like you say, got 18 wins. A lot of players will take a jump in skill from junior to senior or from sophomore to junior, and the cupboard's not bare for next season. Again, you think of the end of this season, and maybe it's hard to look forward to 9-10 months from now. but Everest has some quality players that'll be in the program and will be making contributions. Granted, your leading scorer graduates tonight, but there are others who I think are ready to step up.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good program, and that's what we're trying to build here, is something that's sustainable, and that's what we need to have in our program is as one class, ventures off, that we have other classes filling spots. And so we got a lot of work to do behind the scenes, and a lot of skill work and a lot of weight room work and all those types of things. But I like all of our kids in our program, third grade on up. I'm just really, really excited about the future of Everest Hoops, and it should be a lot of fun to work with them in the off season.
Coach, thanks a lot for coming over. It's always tough when you reach the end of the road, which is what came tonight. It was a fun season overall, and we hope in time for all of these players the disappointment of tonight fades away and the great memories of the time that they had together as a team are what's left.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys. You guys do a great job covering us and speak on our whole program, parents, everybody, people that are watching online. Everybody really appreciates what you guys do, so thanks so much.
Coach, thanks a lot. The final score tonight is 64-44. I'm Chris Conley. We'll go over our leading scorers. In victory, Hudson was led by Tyler Lassard with 18. 16 of them came in the first half. 8 for Ben Healy, 7 for Ross Yeager, and 7 for Ben Burkhoff. 6 apiece for Jackson Malice and for Sam Swabach. Peyton Lawrence. Sorry, I skipped Peyton. Peyton had 9 points. 2 for Sam LeBlanc and 1 for Darren Chuckle. Evergreens led by Marcus Hall, who was high scorer overall tonight, 24 in Marcus's final game. The Evergreens scored only 15 in the second half and were hurt tonight by 14 turnovers. Connor McFarland, one of the other graduating seniors, had 6, 5 for Cohen Preby, 3 for Cade Felch, 2 each for Casey Studeman, Jack Crow, Arlen Sangster, and Colin Ebersol. Again, the Evergreens finish at 18-8. They lose tonight to Hudson, 64-44. Hudson, your regional champions this year. The Evergreens finish in second place in a tie with Smash in the Wisconsin Valley Conference and 1-1 in postseason play. For everyone here at Zaleski Sports, we had some other Central Wisconsin teams who were winners tonight. So we will have more postseason basketball for you in the week coming. And for our DC Everest fans, well, we've got a full spring of sports ahead as the snow melts and we turn to baseball and softball. Some girls soccer in our mix too, yeah, perhaps. And we'll look forward to speaking to all of our Everest fans then. For all of us at Zaleski Sports, I'm Chris Conley, repeating our final score: Hudson 64, DC Everest 44, bringing the boys basketball season to a close. Good night, everybody.